Guys, welcome to Sandra's Entrepreneur Circle, and today we have left the property world, the property entrepreneurship, and we're now in fashion entrepreneurship. So it's still entrepreneurship, but we've got Misty.
I'm so excited.
You guys, if you knew the struggle that was behind setting this all up, you would be giving me a lot of likes and subscribing on this channel and leaving me love in the comment section. Because this girl, guys, I'm telling you, right, it was like she cancelled on me.
I did.
Yeah, and then I had to literally, then when we rebooked, I said, right, it's Wednesday. We're meeting every Wednesday. I started from last
You
week.
did? And I was hoping that you forget. You were not forgetting.
I don't stop. When I start something, I don't stop.
You are.
Because I know it's not only me who was looking forward to this podcast.
Yeah.
But I know my girls and my boys that are following me want to hear about your story.
Oh, this is amazing.
Sweetheart, being international fashion designer, not only for the UK, but international, honey. I am so proud. Anyway, I don't want to preempt everything, yeah? Right. I want you to speak for yourself.
Yeah.
To tell us who you are. Who is Tendai?
So Tendai Murairwa is a Zimbabwean girl from GUTU Zimbabwe. Just a girl with brighter dreams.
Oh gosh, let's not go there with the brighter dreams. As you can see, As you can see, I'm wearing her top, guys. This is one of her makes. This girl is responsible for part of my brokenness.
Yeah, no.
I'm just gonna put it out there because what she does is she thinks Sandra. What is Sandra? What would Sandra like?
I design in mind with you.
I bet you do. What's that? I'm messaging sweetie, you're gonna make me broke.
Please, you're gonna make me broke. I'm trying to buy another property. I'm like, I'm only making these designs and selling. You don't have to buy.
She knows what she's talking about. She's an entrepreneur.
You're gonna make me broke.
She knows. She knows her clients. She knows. But you know what? I don't mess with quality and I don't mess with good things. I can't help myself with nice things. And she knows her stuff is, they're just unique. They're just unique pieces. And I've seen the good things, I've seen you grow. Today I used to wear but those things used to look nice as well. Do you remember but they were not made, inside they'll not be finished properly inside and everything. But outside they'll be looking nice. But Sandra, why do you keep wearing my things? Because they were just unique. And the compliments I used to get from people. From that shirt. You know that shirt
that upcycled shirt.
Oh my God.
I feel like
that was how many years?
I feel like I need to make you another one.
You should make me another one.
Because you rocked it so well, that upcycled
honestly,
shirt.
I think I've still got it. I haven't got rid of that. It's beautiful. But yes, I need another one. Because that was beautiful. But then from there too, guys, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to zoom this in. If you can see the quality and the workmanship. You know what I mean? She does not play. Look at that. And honestly, guys, this is one of my favorites. Look at even the color clash. Everything is... Yeah, I'm proud of you, girl.
Oh,
well, you know me. I've been brought up well. My mama told me that if you've got nothing good to say nothing. Right. So I always say if I say something that's good, it means it's good. If I got something bad to say, I won't say it. So accept the compliment, girl.
Are we gonna tell the followers that me and you, when we come to clothing and style, but maybe another time.
Tonight, you're not talking about all the stories that we've got up to about.
Maybe
guys, we're here about entrepreneurship and a story. Let's talk tonight.
So I'm Tendai, and I'm a fashion designer. I live in the UK, and I've learned to sew many years ago, but like you said, I was just trying to learn to sew. I wasn't good, but COVID came.
I think you were good, Tendai. You're just not confident. Yeah, you were good. I think you're natural. You're natural at sewing. That's what it is. Self-taught as well. That's amazing.
I feel like COVID changed it.
Oh wow, yeah.
COVID made me realize that I could make a business out of this.
Wow. Okay. In what way?
In the world I were working, I had 2 kids at home, and you couldn't do shift work. Remember, I was working for the homeless services. I couldn't do shift work, so I realized that I couldn't make and sell because people like you were buying my pieces. So I realized, if Sandra is buying, how many more people out there who... And that's happened.
Trust me, there's a lot of Sandras out there.
that one thing I found out so quickly. That's when I thought, no, make a career out of it.
That's how you can gauge anyway about good quality, because if you've got people that buy, not only one that keep return.
Yeah.
That's how you do business. Return customers.
And your friends are usually the brutal ones, so they'll tell you.
Yes.
Yeah. Because other people will think, I don't want to be. But your friends
will tell you,
sorry, that one, stop making it.
And the compliments I get, honestly, when I'm wearing your makes, I remember, even not only in Zimbabwe, in here, but when I went, I remember I was wearing the colorful one.
The kimono.
The kimono. Not the kimono, yes, but the one I got the most compliments on was the dress. The flared dress.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. In Zimbabwe, everybody was literally looking. They're like, where did you get that dress from? And my sister, Tendai, she's your biggest fan. I know she's watching as well.
Tendai, I love you.
Teestyletribe.
Tendai. And I even got one of my designs named after you, though.
Yes, yes. The t-shirts. She knows.
I have sold those jumpers so well. People love them. The cheapo, people don't. Have you still got the cheapo jumpers?
Yes, yeah. It sounds like cheapo choro, by the way.
But and then 5 years on, then I went to do costume trainee with Screen Yorkshire, which allowed me to work on TV sets.
Wow. Okay. Sweetie, we're gonna get there.
All right.
Because we've already said that you were an international fashion. I don't think I should call you a fashion designer, because you're not a fashion designer. You're a fashion entrepreneur.
No. Oh, right. I like that.
Yeah, because you don't only make money from fashion designing.
That is so
You
true.
make money from fashion in a lot of ways.
100%.
So tell us the number, the streams of income in fashion that you have, because honestly, guys, I know I'm a bit giddy, but this is my girl. We've been having over 20 years of friendship.
Over 20 years.
So I know her so well, and I think she's not selling herself well. This woman is amazing. I know she's gonna inspire so many.
Yeah.
And I know most people watch the channel, they know more about property.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
Entrepreneurship is transferable. The same struggles you get from running a fashion business, the same struggle you get from fashion business. Just
and
in
it's
a different
how you
jacket.
deal with it.
It's just how you deal with it. Even the opportunities that you get, there's a lot of opportunities in property.
Yeah.
That's why I call myself a property entrepreneur, not a property investor or property developer.
Right.
Entrepreneur, because I do different things in property. The same way in fashion, you're a fashion entrepreneur because you do designing, you do workshop. Anyway, I want you to say how many entrepreneurships you've got in fashion.
Oh my God.
So proud of my girl, guys.
I wasn't expecting this, so let's go. Okay. So I do workshops, so I teach people to upcycle and to learn to sew. I think because a lot of people are scared of touching that sewing machine. They're like, oh, what can I, So I love doing that. And I also do fashion modeling. I know.
Why not? Look at her. The epitome of beauty.
So I am a brand ambassador for 2 brands that I'm so passionate about. They do what I do, and I got to wear their amazing clothes, and I also do my own designs, and I also have a segment on GB News where I talk about.
She's appeared on TV, not just little YouTube or Instagram, guys. We're talking national TV a few times.
Oh yeah,
tell us about the number, the different programs you've attended.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, guys, can you see how much I did? I'm gonna try
so
to
I was a
myself.
contestant on Destination. So if you are not from the UK, Destination, it's a kind of a sewing and designing program on TV where 10 designers go head to head, and the winning designer will win a job with Marks and Spencer and have all your collection in every Marks and Spencer.
Amazing.
So yeah, I loved that show.
I was so proud watching you. Honestly, I felt like it was me watching it. I feel like it was me in it.
I remember Faith saying, T, what I loved is you were the T that we know.
Yes,
when I watched you were the T.
Exactly. If you watch that program, and I think I'm gonna link it on here as well.
Yeah.
And if you watched it, that's the Tendai that we know and love. That's you. Just Tendai. The good thing I like about you is even your name. Most people be saying, "Oh, I'm in the UK." How long have you been in the UK, Tendai?
22 years.
22 years she's been in the UK, and most people will be starting to use all these fancy names. Oh, I've got an African name and everything.
Yeah.
But just knowing that, when you see somewhere, it's in Tendai. It's just, as Zimbabwean person, it makes us proud.
Definitely.
That you are proud to use your name.
Yes.
And not only are you proud for your name, you're proud with your hair, you're proud with your clothing, you're proud in every way.
Exactly.
You are an epitome, like a role model for us, especially our black kids, black young daughters who are in the UK or on the diaspora.
That you don't need to change.
Who want to conform to other cultures and to fit in. But you, just you, and you have entered places where you probably will be the only ethnic minority in there with big people. Yeah, and you still stayed true to yourself.
I think when I started, that was I knew that I wanted to do this for a long time, but I knew that if I try and not be myself, I'll struggle along the way. Because imagine trying to be not who you are. So I wanted to work with African print. I wanted to keep my hair. I wanted to talk about, African print because people don't know about it. I mean, honestly, why are we not seeing what African print in shops? So that was the
and goal. I liked. I know they didn't. People didn't quite like that, but I actually liked that. The one where I think it was when you were voted out. Actually, you made an outfit like a night set
with a hair bonnet
and a hair bonnet, because that is so real to us. And as an African women, we've got our, it's a bonnet is part of us.
And it is a luxury item.
It is a luxury item, yes. Yeah, and it looked so nice. And I just like the way that you could, because the Tendai that I know is more like outfits, kimonos and everything. So when I saw you make even like luxury night dresses and night sets. Yeah. I just thought, wow, you can
becoming
be
versatile.
Versatile, yeah.
I think that is so true. Yeah, because I think I just started making outer clothing, so maybe I need to dig deeper.
Because I think there's a lot in you. We've seen quite a lot on TV. So we've seen you on Destination. Yeah. What's the other one again?
So I'm model for ITV This Morning.
Model for ITV This Morning.
I feel like I do everything on ITV.
Yeah, and the thing is, I like the way that when they see you, and I also love the way that they, obviously, I don't know whether you told them how to do it or they were taught how to do, or they made an effort. They know how to pronounce your name.
They do, don't they?
That is nice.
That is nice.
That is nice.
That is so important. They really do. Even if somebody's not sure, they always come and say, Tendai is how I pronounce it. They always ask me.
Nice. But that is refreshing.
I think that's important.
Yes, because some people end up like, so the funny names, they end up, call me Steve, or something. No, darling, my name is Tendai.
Just call me that.
And they'll be like, it's Tendai. And they're like, oh, that's my girl.
I think which I've been lucky to be in places where I never thought I would be. So when I was on my vision board, this was not. It's not something it's not something that I thought a person, a Zimbabwean girl from Doncaster would be in those places. So I'm quite grateful. And it gives me chances as well to grow every day and become even bigger, because I think, my God, if I could be in these places, what else can I do? And who else can I inspire?
And the GB, you didn't talk about the GB news.
Also the GB
Tonight, please. I can't be doing this for you, love. You need to tell these people. You need to tell yourself, because people won't understand why I'm so excited about having this podcast, and you need to tell them what you've got in you.
So when the GB news, I go and talk about big trends, what's coming on this summer, what's coming on in spring, the colors to look out for. Wow. Like lately, people are wearing a lot of ties, suits are in, women are wearing all those. So it's something that I like to go in there and talk about. And I think I go back to, you actually, I learned this from you, saying, if you want to be better in whatever you do, start with knowledge.
Yes.
You always say that, but educate yourself, find out more. Then it will be easier for you when you go and look out for work and talk to these people when you're ready, equipped.
Because the knowledge gives you confidence. If you don't know what you're talking about, it will mess up your knowledge. But if you mess up confidence, but if you know what you're talking about, even people will listen to you because they know, oh my God. this person knows what she's talking about. I want to know more. I want to invest in that person.
That's going back to we've had this chat and you know I listen to you.
Oh God, guys, I know I'm going off a tangent on a bit, but you know we went to Faith's baby shower last time about 2 weeks ago, and then we came out. T left her car here, so he hopped into my car and we drove to Northampton. Came back early hours of the morning, guys, 1 a.m. We stayed outside talking until about 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Honestly, the only reason why we left the car was because T's son kept calling and he was saying, "Mom, I'm not going to bed until we get home." But guys, we're talking about, this is why I keep saying there's power in mixing around the right like-minded people. Because honestly,
surround yourself
with the right people. Because honestly, we were not talking about, yes, we're girls and we know a lot of things personally as well, but I was reminiscing about it. And I was thinking, wow, we've grown together, sweetie. Because we were talking for that 2 hours. We just, and even on the way anyway, we were coming, we were driving, it was
all about
business, entrepreneurship, and what we can do to be better. And honestly, I'm amazing. Anyway, sorry.
No, but I think that is important because we could have sat in a car talking about some gossip.
Or mourn about ourselves and how unlucky we are and how unfair life is and then you'll be saying, because when you talk about something, friends tend to be like, yeah, me too. And then, before you know it, you're coming out of the car, both of you are now depressed. One person was depressed and now both of you are depressed because you're mourning about something.
You came out with knowledge.
Equipped.
Yes.
And like I said, that's what I think from that conversation, that's what made me realize, actually, the things that we're talking about, we do different entrepreneurships.
But it's the same.
It was similar things.
Yeah. All the challenges.
Business is
and
the
we were
same.
talking, you were saying, which networking do we go and what do you do on this? And then I was listening to you, which apps do you use? What's better? And you're like, okay. So all these things, but so I think it's just the empowering each other and, but you are my biggest hype. You hype me.
So are you, darling.
Hype.
Be around people that hype you and just go. Oh my God, just like...
She'll throw a red carpet when I get there. And Steve, you and Steve are my Jesus Christ. I get embarrassed sometimes when I'm around these people and they're going, oh my God, I'm like, oh, please.
I was celebrating. Please.
Lawson, Sandra, stop.
Our very own. But yeah, it's only because I'm so proud of you. Chimsala Pavana Changwich. This is the one who's going to be staying with the kids when I've died.
Honestly.
Don't kill me yet, though. Don't kill me off.
Kidding me. Me and Rosen who run the Airbnbs. I don't even know how to do that. But I'll listen to your YouTube. How to run
an Airbnb.
I'll be you've led us with so much knowledge, so I will do that.
Anyway, Tendai, you've achieved so much. Oh, we haven't finished even because I know that you're going to Zimbabwe, aren't you, as well? Oh, so excited for her. I feel like I'm the one who's going to Zimbabwe. But yeah, tell us about Zimbabwe.
So Zimbabwe, for the first time, I'll be going to have a collection in one of these biggest fashion shows, and alongside Mr. Rocker. So Mr. Rocker is this menswear designer. I think you've seen him around. He's a sharp dresser. Oh God. So to be asked by him to come and have my collection was just an honor.
Because he knows that he's playing with celebrities.
I was like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. I'm like, please. So this will mean so much to me. To go back to my motherland, where it all began. Because I think to talk about me is to talk about Zimbabwe, where you come from. I mean, my love for African print, growing up seeing Zambia. They were never nice when I was young. But now as an adult, I'm like, what? Appreciating all this beautiful. Yeah, but these are not Mazambia, Tendai. Come on, these are Mazambia with a bit of class. They could be Mazambia, but we've made them into the modern world and say, look, we can still wear Mazambia. Yeah, yes, and still have our identity. Yes, but with a bit of style. We are turning up. We are not. Yeah, we're not just wrapping them and dukkering them. Yeah. Because me and her still see each other. We see ourselves as 20-year-olds.
We're not. Yeah, yes, we're not. Well, how old are we otherwise? We are 21.
We are 21.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So we are not at the age where you wear Mazambia.
Mm-hmm.
We are not there. Not there. No.
It never will be.
We're not, yes. Maybe 90. It's like, oh, right, where's Mazambia now? Like, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that would be good. I think if you could come, that would be nice.
I know, right? I'll have a look. But this year, like I told you,
yes.
All the money is going towards trying to scale up on the business. And Zimbabwe, now that I've tasted the business class, I don't think I can go to Bombay anymore.
I saw you.
We're talking about, we're talking at least 3G here, darling, for the flight. So
I saw you like, okay.
Make a dent.
I'm like, okay. You need your own podcast about your first classes.
I learned the power of rewarding myself for working very hard.
That is true. Because a lot of time we don't do that.
And other people will be enjoying your money for you if you
don't treat us also. Even if you want like even a nice drink or a nice cream or you don't do that because you're just busy
wanting to put money back. And I know, like this year, that's what I'm saying, I'm not doing very big holidays this year because I've already done it anyway. It's in January, but Zimbabwe will be a big holiday because Zimbabwe is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
But so we're just gonna do maybe just minimal, not as much traveling as we usually do. We're just putting all the money in there to scale up for a bit, and then do Zimbabwe maybe after.
We'll do Zimbabwe, but we've got a lot. We're meeting up a lot, didn't we? We're doing, Betha. We're doing. I think we've got a lot
going this year. Yeah, we've got a lot on.
Yeah,
we've got a lot on.
So yeah. What else do
in Zimbabwe?
Zimbabwe, the fashion, so that with working, so everything will be done with the Zimbabwean models. So if you know a model in Zimbabwe, holler me.
Oh yeah, I bet they'll be excited, guys. If you are a model in Zimbabwe, and you want to model teestyletribe, look us up.
Connect.
T, where can they find you?
So you can find me on teestyletribe on Instagram, on Facebook. I don't have YouTube, but I feel like I need to do YouTube.
You should. I think you should.
Yeah. And LinkedIn as well, teestyletribe.
Well, T, I know we've been talking about how well you've been doing, how successful you are, which you are, but we know that no business comes with no challenges and struggles. What challenges have you come up with? What challenges do you face in your business?
Right. A lot.
And how do you
overcome them? So I think fashion, as we know, it's a rich people's game. I mean, if you're starting a fashion brand with nothing, as a single mother of two trying to navigate the fashion world, that's number one, fashion, before you even start. So trying to make people know about you, advertise about you, is such really difficult. So I think what I decided to do was to run my brand, to start with storytelling. Who T is, why do I do what I do, who can wear African print, and why do we need, so people start buying
the story as well.
Exactly. Before they know. So people, a lot of people go, oh my God, T, you were on Destination, I really love you. Then they buy from me. So I think if you are just a baseless nothing, people buy from people. So you're just, it's just nothing.
People that they know.
Exactly. Yeah. So I always have is my story behind as the startup, but that is difficult because you're forever having to, you need most people to know. So, all these people have know about you and now they've bought from you. So you need to get more and more people. So the challenge is about marketing and really getting the word out. It's just so hard. But every day is different. You network, you meet some people, you collaborate, and
everything is just
it starts lining up.
We are. I know there's gonna be amazing things in the pipeline for you.
Yeah.
I know some of them. We're not talking about them on this video, but I know I can't wait for anything to come up anyway. For the things to go into fruition.
Yeah.
But what advice would you give to somebody who's watching who wants to be a little T, who wants to be a fashion designer. I know Sophie wants to know at least.
I mean, Sophie.
Sophie is a little natural
how old is
fashion
Sophie?
designer.
She's
6. I think she's 6. But yeah, she's a so.
But the
what
question
advice?
is do I need advice from Sophie? Because that's when I saw that I went, hang on a minute, do I need to be asking Sophie how to design here? Because she did all the work.
Wow, she did a good job. For those that, I think I'm gonna find a photo of what Sophie did and I'm gonna put it on there.
Yeah.
So people can understand what we're talking about. This Sophie is a 6. I think she's 6 years. She was
Yeah.
6, yeah. And Sophie used, what did she use for those things?
My God,
Wipes.
Yeah, she did.
She used wipes and something very for those designs that you're seeing, guys, on the
And she
the screen.
drapes it, which
Yes.
is such a skill. When you're a fashion designer, draping is a skill on its own, and this is what she did. I'm like, yeah, and I was so impressed.
Yeah. So there's a lot of Sophies out there.
Yes.
6-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 20, 25, 40, 50, whatever age they are. What would you advise them to do if they want to be fashion entrepreneurs like Miss Teestyletribe?
I think your creativity is what makes you stand out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what, you're sitting around, like when I'm sitting down and I'm thinking of designs, is what already that makes me stand out. But the world needs to see that. So just create whatever you can. And there will be people who go, oh my God, this is so good. So don't doubt yourself. That is good enough. And that is good for the world. So create and get it out.
And your people will follow you. The right
people will follow you.
Some might not like it. It's okay. Respect that.
Because you're not going to make and design for everyone. That is, that is the story. There is no way you can. But you find a community, your tribe, that will get you. And you never know where that will take you. Yeah.
Wow, that is powerful.
So, yeah, I started really at 40, 45. I'm 45 now. And I look back and think, would I have started when I was 20, when I was younger? I would have, but I did not know people. There was nobody that I know that I can say, oh my God, I remember this designer that I knew personally. There wasn't nothing. So everything that I kind of do was navigating myself. But I think for the generation now, you got so many places to find information. So just be you. Just, grab that information and create.
Move with it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think anyway, if you're a creative person, that is a talent on its own.
That makes you just stand out on its own without anything else.
And
just
then stick
ride
to
with
your
it.
X factor, stick to what you're creative about, and have your own for the tribe. For your tribe.
Don't copy other people because you run out.
And also because, like, say you are the queen of African print.
Yeah.
And I think if you've got a brand, if you made a name for yourself like that, like if you want African print, go to T.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you want African print with a modern style, modern twist, go to T. You have to, because some people might say, oh, I don't do African prints.
Yeah.
And I was one of them. Remember, I didn't really like African prints.
Oh, you shocked me out of all the people. Even though when I saw you on holiday, I'm like, hang on a minute. Hang on.
It's because of how you make it. So I like the way that you can change somebody's mindset and think, you don't like African print, but you've never tried Teestyle Tribe.
So good.
Let me work with you. Let me give me a chance to change your mindset.
Yeah.
And you did it so well with me anyway, at least. Definitely.
Definitely. If anyone can change Sandra, I mean, ask all Sandras, they'll be sisters there. They'll know the story. You can't turn this woman. I did.
Another thing I want to talk to you about, T, is your hair. Of course, I will talk about my hair now. Really. There was a post that I saw. That you posted a few days ago about your hair, and it really touched me. Maybe because it was too close to home. Yeah, for me as well. Whoa. I was like, how can somebody even have the guts to even make such a comment? So, how did you feel when you first heard that comment? And guys, those that didn't see the comment, I think I'm gonna put it on the screen as well. And he was saying, what did he say, that guy?
He says, well, at least you could have kept your hair, if you could have kept your hair tidy. So this is a second comment. The other comment was, I came out of a newspaper, the Yorkshire Post, and one person actually says, well, if she knew she was going on in the newspaper, she would have she would have sorted her hair out. And I heard that as well when I went on Destination, that somebody said, oh my God, she's beautiful, but if she could sort her hair out again. So people find that my hair is not
according to their standard.
Exactly.
It's not. They say, well, it's not. It's messy. It's.
But then we go back to how us as Black women, we are told that the European hair is the tighter, is the more professional, is the more. But whose standards are we going on with here? What do you mean with tidy? Do you mean I should straighten hair? I should have weaves? I should have. So I'm comfortable with seeing Afro hair. I
found, honestly, it made me feel a certain kind of way, to be honest. I'm just thinking, why would somebody have the nerve to even say that?
In
really?
2025, we're still looking at these things to say about people.
As Black women, we've got so many struggles with having to be to conform. If you don't got weave on, then you don't look well enough. You don't look neat enough. Why have you got Afro?
Yeah, I have.
You can't be who you want to be.
I had a modeling job that I was actually turned down because, again, the hair. They didn't say it like that. They were actually saying, "Oh yeah, on the shoot, would you change your hair? Would you have it like this?" That the hair was the big issue. But I refused. That job is not for me.
Exactly.
I want to work with people that just
understand
see me
and don't let people change you.
Exactly. Because then I won't be me.
Then you won't be comfortable. Then you won't enjoy your journey as well.
Exactly. And then it means that one girl that wants to wear her hair out, she's thinking, oh my God, we can't do that. We can't,
to get jobs. Yeah. I think on the flip side as well, you've got gigs because of your hair.
That's part of my brand.
Yeah.
To be T now, it is. And I actually got brands who say, oh, right, will you be wearing your hair, on the day, because they want to make sure, because this is what they're buying. They're buying this whole tea, but if I change, then
then that's not the brand.
Exactly.
I can relate with you really well. I wouldn't say the people. I've got brands that wear for my hair, but I would like to say that. That would be nice. But I would say that most people, when I'm wearing my hair with the fro, people tend to recognize me more.
Yeah.
And actually, the weird thing is, not only recognizing me, if I am in a crowd, it's a conversation starter. I get to talk to more people.
Yeah.
The amount of people I talk to when I've got this hair.
100%.
It's amazing for networking, guys. Networking events.
It is.
They'll just come, a lot of people. Because I literally sit there and people come to me.
100%.
But whereas when I've got something else different, I have to make more efforts to go out. So I just think, oh my God. And I've heard several times, because you guys, if you've been following my journey, you've seen that I've got dreadlocks as well underneath there. But when I had the dreadlocks, some people were saying, Sandra, we saw your video with your dreadlocks. We didn't think that was you.
Not you, yes. That was
it
was different for you to have that, but it was, this is Sandra.
And they're saying, we always say Sandra, that's Sandra with the big hair.
Yeah.
And but it's very interesting because I did a poll as well, and then on the poll it was 50-50. I asked them, guys, what do you think?
Right.
Yeah, some say, well, it's refreshing. Some say, yeah, we like you with that. So I said, oh, anyway, you know what? As a result, I'm going to alternate. I don't mind anyway, because again, to me, I love to express myself with my hair, and to me with the fro, it expresses, and the rasta as well. It's expressing myself again. It's got the African authenticity in it.
But that
I'm okay with that.
That was nice as well, and especially when you're in Zimbabwe, it's hot.
Yes, when I go on holiday, there's no way I'm gonna have Miss Big Hair, Miss Big
Hair.
No way. So dreadlocks.
But I think it's about. Leave women with their own hair, whatever they do, whether they got nails, whatever. Please, it's not your place to comment how to somebody's looks.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I like that. Yeah, but I know it's nothing to do with entrepreneurship, but it actually does, because I will actually
go work from that video.
Yes, I'm saying,
one photographer went, I am I photograph hair, and would you like to come for a shoot? I'm like, yes.
Wow. Do you know what? That actually, from that, what you just said, it's another lesson for people watching as well. That, you know what? Don't be afraid to be who you are and speak about who you are. Speak about your values.
Yeah.
And through your values, you will get the right tribes. You spoke about what you did. You spoke that you will stand by what you believe.
Yeah.
And you got work out of it.
Yeah.
If you imagine if you started seeing you suddenly Tendai is now got we've
change.
If you change, you're thinking what happened to our tea?
It's like the do you make normal clothes? Yeah, these are normal. What do you mean?
What do you mean by normal clothes? I think that's a bit rude.
It's those things that I'm like, listen, we need to change society and move forward. But again, we are not there to fight those wars. We are to make
little changes. Then, because like before, it would be very difficult to go to like a classy event and find African people wearing Afro prints.
No,
but now people are wearing them and they look so elegant and so good in them.
Amazing.
And this makes me proud to be an African woman.
It does. To just rock up and...
Yeah, in my color. Because this is me. I like to express myself in who I am. If you see my hair, I am loud. I am big. This is me. I love my clothes. I love it. It shows that I'm a happy person.
Should we say we just love to stand out?
Yes.
You will notice it from like a mile away. We're not scared.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
sometimes
when I'm designing, I hear, Tia, I love your clothes, but
I love them for you.
I don't want them, and I hate to stand out. I'm like, why?
I get that. I get people saying, "Oh, Sandra, I love your hair, but on you."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. You good. I'm good, darling. You have it on me.
Let me be.
But anyway, Miss T, it's been an absolute pleasure. But before we go, where do we see T in 5 years?
Wow. Oh my God. So in 5 years, as we talk back about Zimbabwe, I want to go back and help single women in Zimbabwe build a center where we have all the wonderful sewing machines and they create garments that will be sold, worldwide. But I want these wonderful women to take their kids to school, feed themselves, because I know how to be a single mom can be so difficult. I've been there, but I know with little help we can thrive.
Don't give somebody fish. Give them fishing.
100%. So this is exactly what I want to do. So in 5 years, my goal is to go back to Zimbabwe and do just that.
Wow, that sounds amazing. You are an exceptional woman, and I'm so proud to have you in my circle.
Oh, I love you, darling.
Oh, it's so good.
Honestly, I value our friendship.
100%.
And
Same.
It's sometimes so harder to, because when I look at my friends and go, is there one like me, really, or is it me? But I always know I know that when I think I'm crazy, I think, what about Sandra? How and I know that it's.
I always say to Steve, Steve, if I happen to be bedridden and you have to go shopping for me,
take tea with
you. Tea with you. Because she will be one to pick the most outrageous thing that she knows Sandra will wear.
Your sisters, I can see,
bring me something decent.
Yeah, can we just buy something that is practical? You're going like Sandra was in these Zara shoes and like, I'm bedridden. I need slippers or socks. No,
not these high heels.
No, these are... So we'll be like, no, please, let's
sleepers. We'll be the sensible one. But I need to teach you for the crazy ones.
Let's get.
Because I'll be one of those. I think I've been, even in my old age, I want to be sitting in that bed with my
Versace
outfit. Yeah, my Versace outfit, my glasses, and.
Every morning after they showered you on the bed, I can see that. So that's so true. You always need that one. I remember Anita used to say, God, I don't know how you and Sandra function. Some of your clothes, how are you walking? I'm like...
It's okay. Appreciate it from where you are, darling. It's all right. We're good.
These are normal clothes. What you're wearing is actually not normal
to me. T is going to interview me for the next video, guys. She said she
I
was
am
interviewing
so
me.
looking forward to it. You were reluctant about it.
I know. I was thinking it's going to be weird for me to sit on the other side and get interviewed. I like asking questions and stuff. But yeah, she's going to interview.
So if you've got any questions you want me to ask, please write it down, and I'll make sure that I will put those questions. I'll put in them on the next podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I really had a great time, and yeah, I'm glad I didn't cancel again.
Thank you for not cancelling again, because I was gonna hunt you down and I was gonna come to your house.
You were gonna do. You were gonna do.
And you're gonna say, babes, I'm busy. I don't want to wait for you out here. I'll wait. Anyway, guys, don't forget to press the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. And leave us some likes for Miss T. Appreciate
you
guys.
Thank you
She's
so
amazing.
much for having me.
We're gonna have her back. Yeah. So make sure that if you give enough likes, she'll come back.
I'll come back
and share some of her exciting news. Yeah. Till next time, guys. Bye bye.